They're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Smith on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
Now it's the rookie from UCLA, Zach Charbonnet, down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. That is caught. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago, here's Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24
couple of seasons of battling injuries, the former #2 overall pick returned to Pro Bowl form with over 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns. Just as important, played 16 games and handled over 350 touches, essentially carrying the Giants' offense.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Giants at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running left is Walker. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Straight ahead, Walker. Oh, heck of a move. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Gino now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Charbonnet will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Okay, here we go.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Hamler now on the return. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
On the return, Jackson. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That's caught at the 25. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Bellinger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Metcalf with the first down, still without a doubt, one of the toughest assignments in the NFL with his size and speed. A 1,000-yard season for him and an absolute nightmare for any corner who matches up with him.
And Smith here, an audible at the line. Now Geno on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 50, it's Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Off of play action, here's Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3rd and 8. Again, it's Barkley, able to push his way through. Still fighting through tackles. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try the right side here, Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 128 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jackson to return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Flushed out right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Trying the left side with Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Sticking with Walker on second down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. How about this? They'll change it at the line. On 4th down, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. A give for Walker running right. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 155 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Walker diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there he'll make the diving catch. A first down there.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, 43 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. Gano for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. There's Charbonnet once again. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Now Smith going to change the play. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets it up past the 35. 162 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now it's Smith. Gets this complete to Smith-Njigba. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First down, Seattle.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage.
At the 47-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Smith. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and 6 coming up. Smith's going to throw it. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Walker.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Again, it's Walker.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Walker.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1. Straight ahead, Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Smith.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no